Many people, and myself included, consider family to be the most important thing in one's life. It is the first thing you recognize as a baby, and it's the last thing you'll see leaving this world. So, because of this, it is important for the people in your family to be as close as possible. My grandfather, who I had known for the 18 years of my life while he was alive, every time he'd take my brother, sister, or I to the St. Augustine beach, the yearly trip to Disney, or every Christmas, Thanksgiving, or birthday spent, stroked a brush which has finally painted the picture as to why family is so important. I would like to pay tribute to my grandfather, Charlie Lodovico. Charlie Lodovico, from humble beginnings, enlisted in the Army and retired as vice president of an advertising agency. He showcased his sense of duty, hard work ethic, and yet incredible sense of humor. At the age of 17, Charlie dropped out of high school as a junior because he felt stuck living on his aunt's small farm after his parents had both died. Despite this, Charlie felt his best option was to embrace his sense of duty. After completing his junior year, he joined the U.S. Army. A week after completing basic training, the Korean War broke out. Thankfully, he was assigned to the Army Security Agency and not the front lines. Faithfully doing his small job to support the much wider goal, Charlie was honorably discharged as an NCO after serving his 4 years. After finally leaving the Army, Charlie spent the most of his career and considered himself first and foremost an accountant. Although this may sound boring, the unthought number of flights and overnight hours can put a toll on the mind. After graduating from LaSalle University, he was employed by an auditing firm named Arthur Andersen. Occasionally, he would be sent across the country to investigate a business's finances. Eventually, his hard work and charisma wooed over one of his clients. The investment firm trusted Charlie so much that they hired him to be CFO. Charlie's mother died when he was a kid, and his father was diagnosed with ALS. From a child raised on a classic small Italian New Jersey farm to the vice president of the second largest advertising agency in Philadelphia, Charlie Lodovico is a stunning example of why hard work is so important in the American dream. At the fear of making him sound boring, let me tell you about his funny side. Charlie was definitely the classic job-first type of man, but during his career, he would always take time to spend and bond with his kids. He loved to go around the world on vacations and experience the foreign cultures. He thought nothing was funnier than a dumb Henny Youngman joke and was not afraid to fire off a few. Having spent the last year without my grandfather, it has made me realize how important spending time with your family is. Because there is nothing more than I miss about my grandfather than him telling the same joke for the 1000th time. I hope that I was able to entertain you with a little story about my grandfather and why he deserved a tribute. In conclusion, family is the bedrock for a good life. That is why it is important to me to stay in touch and to surround yourself with good, loving family members like Charlie Lodovico.